Imagine a version of ChatGPT that controls the hospitals, people, metros, and the military. That's the kind of AI Russia wants to build by the year 2030. I'm Ananya Dutta. Let's get started. Most of us are using artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life, whether we realize it or not. You wake up and unlock your phone with a Face ID. That's AI. On your way to work, if Google Maps reroutes to avoid traffic, that's AI too. You call your bank and an AI bot answers. You ask ChatGPT a silly question, AI again. Honestly, it's the AI's world and we're just living in it. And now Russia wants in. Vladimir Putin has said Russia must possess a full range of its own technologies and products in the field of generative artificial intelligence.
Our country must possess a full range of its own technologies and products in the field of generative artificial intelligence.
When people hear about AI, they think mostly of chatbots or voice assistants. That's just the visible part. But generative AI is far bigger. It's like saying I use electricity to charge my phone, which is true. But electricity also runs your hospitals, your factories, and your warships. Generative AI is an invisible engine that can power almost anything. And everyone is rushing to have one of their own because the idea is that if you control this, you might control the future. The United States is the biggest player here. It has OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, and many others. China launched DeepSeek this year, and Europe is still struggling to get its product off the ground. Now, President Putin wants something similar, but one that will be trained, hosted, and governed inside Russia only.
We cannot allow critical dependence on foreign systems. For Russia, this is a matter of state, technological, and, I would say, value sovereignty.
This means that Russia needs model teams who can build the AI language, data centers to store everything, super powerful computers to crunch all the calculations, and a data pipeline system. And maybe all of this can be achieved once adjusted to the current budget. But Russia faces the bigger hurdle than just software. It's the hardware. No AI model can be created without microchips, and only a few dominate this field. TSMC of Taiwan, Samsung of South Korea, and Intel of the US, all allies of the West. It's not like Russia did not try making chips at home, it did. Angstrom is Russia's state-owned microchip maker. It was launched in the year 2008, but the plant was never launched on full scale. And by the year 2014, it lost all ability to operate. And last year, it ranked the country's most loss-making company, with a net loss nearly 47 times larger than its turnover. Also, making chips isn't just about having one factory. It involves a huge global supply chain. And for that, Russia needs friends in this supply chain. Western sanctions have been an obstacle to Russian efforts for decades, so Moscow has increasingly become dependent on Beijing, its no-condition partner. Around 89% of Russia's imported chips come via Chinese distributors, and this level of reliance does not sit well with what Putin has in mind. He has often tied non-defense sectors to national security, from energy to demographics, and now AI.
The National Strategy for the Development of Artificial Intelligence sets a goal. The combined contribution of this crucial technology to the country's GDP by 2030 should exceed 11 trillion rubles. To further this goal, I ask the government and regional leaders to develop a national plan for the implementation of generative artificial intelligence at the national level, as well as across industries and regions.
The Russian president sounds optimistic, even after repeated failures in the same field. The country also intends to build 38 new nuclear power units to support the growing demand. In the end, Putin wants what every major power is now quietly pursuing: control over the algorithms that shape your news, run your factories, steer your logistics, and dictate your militaries. But Russia's journey is far from straightforward. It's a path riddled with geopolitical loopholes, a system where Moscow doesn't trust the West, sanctions choke every technical ambition, and Russia is then left leaning on one partner, China, a country that plays the geopolitical game with the same speed, the same caution, and the same self-interest. I'm Ananya Dutta. Thanks for watching Grey Zone.